Alright, hello everybody and welcome back. I am about to go and make a very lovely smile with a scrap of sharp fabric I have left over from another project. So I'm just not looking for a very particular shape here. I'm just going to go and cut out something that looks smiley that I like. And yeah, you know what? I think I like this. Let's see if it fits. Yeah, I think I'll trim off this corner just a tad. Trim it up. Boom. You're also welcome to do other things. So I'm doing this. And hey, look, because of the shark fabric, it looks like he has crazy teeth. That's kind of cool. All right, so this is actually pretty easy. The hardest part is getting the first stitch in. So while you're doing this, you may want to actually fold your bag inward a little bit. Just roll it down a couple of times. So it's a little easier for you to sew it on. Next, get a straight pin and pin this down so it stays about where you want it. You do not want to have to get out your friend, Mr. Seam Ripper. While he's very handy, most of you don't like him. Alright, so now I already have a knot tied in the end of my thread. My needle is ready to go per the last video. I am going to very carefully poke my needle through until I get it about where I want it, which is right here through both layers of fabric. Now this is the hard thing. You have to make sure not to go through the back of the pillow, otherwise you'll sew the front and back together and then you will have to redo this. This is the stuff that usually killed a lot of students on this project. So we're going to do what's called a basic running stitch. What you do is you go under, up, under, up, and then just pull through. And make sure to get those corners untangled. And there you go. You have like 2 stitches done in one fell swoop. And you repeat. Under, out, under, and then out one more time. Pull. Unhook the loop as needed. And this pin is starting to cause problems, and this is pinned down pretty well now, so I'm going to take it out and put it back in Pins the Hedgehog. There we go. Okay, and as you can see, this is actually pretty quick. So here we go. Again, you can actually do it with more stitches. You just have to be careful. And don't worry if you make mistakes, okay? But you notice though, I'm keeping my fingers inside so I'm able to help make sure that it does not go through the back. It's a little easier. Now one thing I will mention is because of the way I have the needle basically folded over for the thread, you may every once in a while have to pause for a moment and figure out which side you need to pull on a little bit. Because see, we have that little problem right there. And there's 2 ways to solve it. You can kind of come here to the stitch right before it, pull gently, and then just kind of go from there. And it may take you a couple tries to get it all the way, and that's fine. Remember, this is just a sewing project. It's not life or death. There we go. And you just do that the rest of the way around. So the next time you come on, we're going to actually do a quick little cut scene, I think, and until we get to the very end of this. Alright, so as you can see, I have met the end of this whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside to do my finishing stitch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here through the inside, and I'm going to pull this out just a little bit more so y'all can see what we're doing. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go under a stitch that's on the underside and use it to make a knot by going through a couple of times. Just go through the loops. And there we go. Look at that pretty little knot. We trim it up. Boom. You're done. And if for some reason it did not knot up as pretty as you liked, you can go back and fix it later. But there we go. We now have a stitched mouth, and now all we have to do is to button eyes. All right, everybody, until next time, happy sewing!